Good evening. New tonight, one family is turning grief into action along with the Greensboro Police Department as they search for answers in the unsolved homicide of 18-year-old Jalen Harris. He was shot and killed back on August 30th, 2019. Wxii 12's Bethany Cates attended a community walk tonight and tells us more about the importance of outreach efforts to get some answers for the family. Bethany.
Well, with June being widely recognized as Gun Violence Awareness Month, the organizer tells me there was no better time than to do this now for the family of Jalen Harris. She says these walks are a way to put boots on the ground to try and solve this case. And these were the flyers that were placed in mailboxes to get the word out.
There is a family that has been heartbroken and shattered ever since that time, and they're just looking for answers, some kind of resolution to all the grief and destruction that they've been experiencing ever since August 30th of 2019.
A Triad family is still searching for answers after their world changed almost 7 years ago. Greensboro officers responding to a man down call on Fairway Drive found the body of 18-year-old Jalen Harris in the front yard of a home.
There is a big case file of people that have been interviewed, evidence that has been logged. And even though it's been a significant amount of time, detectives are still working on it.
Mary Nero is the victim services coordinator with the Greensboro Police Department, and she says they haven't taken their foot off the gas with this case. And a walk in the same area where he was killed is another way to bring life to this case.
There is actually a newly assigned detective, and he's gone through the case file with a brand new set of fresh eyes. So this made this a ripe time and opportunity to do this community walk.
Nero says the family constantly thinks about where their Jalen would be today at the age of 25.
His mother and brothers who are still struggling with this on a daily basis say, where would Jalen be today? What degree would he have? Would he have had children by now?
This walk is a way to put the family's grief into action and do something constructive in their search to find out who killed him.
Whoever is responsible, it doesn't end. You can look over your shoulder for the rest of your life. It doesn't end today. It didn't end then. And that's something that you have to live with.
Investigators are urging anyone with any information on the murder of Jalen Harris to contact Crime Stoppers. In studio, I'm Bethany Cates for Wxii 12 News.
All right, Bethany, thank you. You are looking live now at I-40 at Gallimore Dairy Road in Greensboro. A very pleasant day around the Piedmont, and now we're looking ahead to some much warmer temperatures. Dave Aiken is in the Wxii 12 First Warning Weather Center with a first look at the forecast for us. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Christine. Yeah, I think we're going to warm up as we get into tomorrow. A little bit warmer, maybe some mid 80s, and we'll get close to some 90-degree readings as we get into the Friday time frame and into the weekend too. Right now, not bad out there at this hour. The thing is humidity is pretty low out there, so it makes that 70 feel pretty good. 68 in Raleigh right now, 61 in Asheville, 69 in Fayetteville. So not too bad out there across the region. Got mostly clear skies too. High temperature today was 80 in the Triad, 83 in Raleigh, 75 Asheville. We were even a degree warmer than Charlotte, where it was 79 earlier today. Our high temperature trend is going to be pretty warm though. We're going to get hotter as we get into Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right around the 90-degree mark all of those days before a front moves through, and it'll cool us off some as we get into the early and mid part of next week. Satellite and radar, not much to show you there. Pretty clear. Tomorrow at the pool, warm afternoon temperatures into the mid 80s. Beautiful in the mountains into the 70s. We'll have the rest of your forecast, and before the hour's out, we'll have your beach forecast too, Christine.
All right, Dave, thank you. Tonight we are learning more about Deputy Logan Utt. He was killed in the line of duty in Carroll County, Virginia on Friday. Wxii 12 Sarah Sowers spoke with the sheriff one-on-one today and shares how this grief is affecting everyone who knew him.
I was proud to call him a deputy sheriff of Carroll County, but more importantly, my friend, and someone that I admire.
Sheriff Kevin Kemp says the loss of Deputy Logan Utt has been especially hard on the community who he treated like his own family.
He was that person that you just automatically loved as soon as you met him. And we're going to miss him dearly.
On the growing memorial outside the sheriff's office, flowers, a wreath, and drawings from his children with the word Dad. Just one example of the legacy he leaves behind. Logan Utt was born in Surry County and graduated from Carroll County High School. He served his country in the U.S. Air Force, worked as a firefighter, and later answered the call to law enforcement, joining the Carroll County Sheriff's Office in 2023. He ended his watch on May 29th.
When my time comes to hang up my badge, he'll never be forgotten. He'll be with me forever.
Kemp says he was a loyal person to his fellow deputies, local fire departments, and was extremely devoted to both his faith and his family.
If there was something you could tell Logan right now, what do you think you would say to him?
I'm proud of him. He did a good job. He served with pride. He served with integrity. And I love him.
That was Sarah Sowers reporting. Later this week, Deputy Utt will be laid to rest. A visitation will be held tomorrow from 4 until 8 p.m. at Temple Baptist Church on Rockford Street in Mount Airy. The funeral service will be held Friday at 2 p.m. at the church. A private burial will follow. A candlelight vigil will be held in the evening from 10 until midnight at the Carroll County Sheriff's Office. And right now on our website, Wxii12.com, and on our mobile app, you can find much more on how the community is supporting Deputy Utt's family during this difficult time. Winston-Salem police say the man who died in a crash on Highway 52 Tuesday afternoon was a Surrey County detention officer who had a medical emergency. This happened on Highway 52 north of Motor Road. Police say Thomas Smith III suffered a medical emergency before going off the road and crashing into another vehicle. Police say Smith died from the medical emergency and not the crash. The other driver was not hurt. In Randolph County, we've learned a school crossing guard is expected to fully recover after being hit by a vehicle. Leaders with Asheboro City Schools say the crossing guard was hit this morning, the morning of May 19th, at the intersection of South Randolph Avenue and Cliff Road near Lindley Park Elementary. School leaders also say crossing guards serving the district are employed by the police department. We have reached out to officers for more details.